My name is Louise and I'm the Access and Outreach Officer at Ballet Cymru. I hope you've been enjoying the other online videos. So this week for our inclusive and creative dance practice, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Please remember before joining in any of our activity that you read our disclaimer on our website and our social media platforms, just so we're all safe and ready to join in. Make sure you're in a space whenever you're doing any movement and you're wearing appropriate clothing and footwear. Okay? And today what we're going to do is a task that I did in our inclusive creative youth dance session to create their piece. So we didn't know what the piece was going to be about until after we'd done this task. So what you need for this task is some blank paper. So you could stick together some sheets of paper. It needs to be quite big. I'm going to actually be using some lining paper. I'm going to be sticking it together now for you. And some colouring instrument. So it could be coloured pencils, or I think I'm going to use pastels. You could use paint, something like that. Okay, here we go. Now for this next bit, you want to be fairly warm, so you can either get warm by doing some of the class videos that the company have been uploading every day, looking back at last Wednesday's post at this time, which was a movement task from this session on a Wednesday, so you can use that to get a bit warm, or you can run on the spot for 10 seconds and do 10 jumping jacks. Okay? So just so you're a little bit warm, because you're going to now hold some positions. You might have to hold them for quite a long time, which is why you need to be quite warm. So I would like you to think of at least 3 positions each. If you're in a group at home, if you're on your own doing this, you might need a few more. So to think of your positions if you need some help, I want you to think of a stretched position, a small position, a sharp angular position to start with. Okay, so my stretched position is going to be this, and I have to hold that for a long time. So remember, it's no good balancing on one leg and falling all over the place, okay? Then my small position is going to be this, and my angular position is going to be this. Okay? And if you're needing some more ideas, you can think about how to spell your name. So I might do L, I might do an O, something like this. I might do, I haven't thought about it. U. Okay, you've got the idea. Alright, so this is where you get your colouring stuff ready. So one of you holds the position on the piece of paper. Everybody else grabs a colour and you sketch in around the shape. It doesn't need to be exact. You're not drawing an outline. You're not going around the skin like this. You are just doing a rough guide of where somebody was. And it doesn't have to be lines, it can be squiggles, it can be stickers, it can be whatever you want, and I'll show you a bit more now. If you're on your own doing this, it's a bit harder, but you can do it because I'll be doing it as well. Alright, so I'm using pastels, like I said, because they're nice and easy to smudge. So I'm going into my stretch shape here, and off you go. So I'm doing rough lines here, and you can keep changing your colour right around the back here. Something happens over here, and then some spikes here. Okay, and then over on this side we use orange. This is the space where my foot wasn't. I'm just showing that here, and then reaching through to my knee. around the shadow. Okay? So, hang on. So I'm going to go on now to do some more shapes. You can add as many as you want. Okay, so as you can see now, it's quite a mess, as we intended. So now you're just looking for anything that sort of resembles anything. You've really got to let your imagination run a bit wild. So for me, this area here reminds me of a bear paw. So I'm going to keep that in mind. Over here, this reminds me of some sort of hut. Okay. This somehow reminds me of a bee, but then this colouring goes with that, so I'm going to go with that. Here we have a bee. This also reminds me of a bit of a big bear paw, so I'm going to keep that. What else can you see in my picture? Got some blues and greens, so that's kind of making me think of nature a little bit here. There's some small explosions over there making me think of fireworks. So you can find as many as you possibly can within this, and then you create your story. So you don't have to use them all, you choose the main sort of themes and some things that go together. So our story ended up being about school and daydreaming at school, going into the adventures then that went on in the daydream, which was swimming under the sea, climbing mountains, flying, and then it ended up back at school, which then took them home, and there was a festival happening that night, so they were going around each other's houses, going out to play for the festival, and then going home, doing what they do at home, and then going to sleep. So all of that came from the picture that we initially drew. Quite figured out at which point I got a red nose, but that happened. This is how we started our story. So what you have to do now is, once you've done your drawing, find what you can see, however tenuous the link, however imaginative you're making it, find some themes within your picture and then create them into a story. You don't have to use them all, you can just pick out some main themes. So I'd probably be able to link the bear and the honey and the hut as my starting point, maybe the nature as well, maybe some fireworks happen, okay? And then create your story, and then create your dance from your story. So I would love to see your pictures, I would love to see your positions that made the pictures, I would love to hear your stories, and I would love to see your dances. So please do send them to us, tag us at Ballet Cymru on any social media, and let us know and share what you've been doing. Bye, diolch!